In tonight's Military Matters, military choppers were out today rescuing the stranded in Houston due to Hurricane Harvey. FEMA Administrator Brock Long said they have more than 12,000 federal personnel from 17 different agencies on the ground.
Today, Huey and Blackhawk choppers were working to help those stranded in neighborhoods. Brock also said this is going to be a frustrating and painful process. Let's get debrief now with our military analyst, retired Colonel Ben Danner. Thank you for being with us, sir. We appreciate it.
Always a pleasure.
How tough is it to activate the National Guard, the Air Guard, active duty troops from Fort Hood and respond appropriately to a disaster like this?
Yeah, so in most cases, it's very difficult. What makes it a lot easier in this case is that Governor Abbott asked for on Friday and President Trump granted a declaration of disaster. So what that does is, people don't know, but the Texas State Military Forces actually have a lot of federal assets. These are normally things like aircraft, helicopters, but it can be logistical things and medical supplies. So what this does is set the conditions where the state now doesn't have to ask permission to use those federal assets that belong to the state military forces. Make things a lot easier. It also makes it easier to use U.S. federal forces like troops at Fort Hood or Navy or Air Force forces that are in the state or even out of state to come in.
Well, in terms of humanitarian assistance, what are the military components that the military brings to the table that other organizations just may not?
Well, oftentimes it's not so much the unique equipment they may bring, but they bring a lot more of vital equipment, like helicopters, like folks that are already trained in adverse conditions to run logistics, to run humanitarian efforts. So it's bringing those things to the table and a lot more of them to add to the already massive ongoing relief efforts.
Can we expect other states' guards to be a part of this as well and play ball?
Well, a number have, and I think what we're going to see in the coming weeks, months, and who knows, maybe years, is that more and more will ante up and add to the relief effort.
All right, Colonel Danner, we appreciate your time.
Thank you, Dr. Leslie.